presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show. That's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Hey, you out there, if you want energy like this, that's right, get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code BrianB NRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked. You can't whisper behind my back. You can't show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you. Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
Where was I at? I don't know. I was here somewhere. Yo, check it out. What's up? What's good? What's happening? What's going on? People, it's me, Brian B, in the place to be on a Wednesday. That's WTW, Wrestle Talk Wednesday, coming at you. Check it out, yo. I feel good up in here. I look all bright and pretty on my big-ass screen over here. I'm looking over here. Look like I got the business casual attire on. Check it out, the Beeline ENT LLC, bro. We got some rockin' merch for y'all, man. I really hope you guys are getting a chance to head on over to the Line Entertainment LLC and pick up some merch, see what services we got going on. If you need anything, you editing some videos, you don't want to do that, so you're like, man, who can I call so I can get some videos edited? You know how dorks, they push their glasses up on their nose, right? Who can I get to help me with all the stuff that I need to get done? Yo, you can call your boy Brian B over here at the Beeline ENT LLC, baby, and we gonna do all that for you. And of course, please go over to YouTube and like and share and subscribe and tell your friends and your family and your puppies and your kitties and everybody else that you got in your house taking up space and wasting energy. Yo, check it out. What's good, y'all? It's 5 o'clock on Wrestle Talk Wednesday, so that means we got the commission boys in the house. We in the building, and we're going to be talking about some wrestling. We doing some things a little bit different this week because it's the commission on the line. We about to have some fun. Before we do anything, we got to let you know who we be. Who we be? This. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring, it's the
Warren Marlowe, the American Prodigy. Dre on wheels.
Don't lie and act like I'm crazy for saying it.
Talk about Don't be a damn manager and learn how to talk about it.
And Brian P.
Wait, you asked me, let me answer. Cody's story was invested in the Bloodline story, which was already a bigger story, and that's why I couldn't get as invested with Cody as maybe I would have if it was something else.
Commission Talks.
Yeah.
It's called the commission. We gonna talk some stuff, y'all.
What it do?
I'm going through it over here. Bringing in the commission boys.
Happy
Of course, we got
holidays,
the
guys.
American Prodigy, Warren Marlowe. He's the only wrestler in the room.
I got me my Christmas edition Zoa right now, so hopefully it's
Zoa?
gonna do its trick.
Listen, everybody drink Zoa, okay? This is the Rocks product, and we would love to be sponsored by Zoa. Hey, Zoa, if you want a partnership, you want to speak about your product.
See, look, it's Santa Rock. Look at it.
It's
You guys look at it.
Dwayne
Claus.
Dwayne Claus, right?
Dwayne Claus, yeah, that's right, man. Yo, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, we about to be eating good over
Isn't that
here,
crazy?
man.
It's next week.
Yeah, it's really crazy. 20th, yo.
Going by
Y'all ready
fast,
for
man.
Y'all ready for the end of times? You know, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on about the motherfuckers hitting buttons. About to go down over here, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit going on, man. Thanksgiving and coming up. November coming by real fast, though.
You know that song, The Final Countdown.
The final countdown. Listen, before y'all do anything, of course, watch us, check us out, you know, subscribe to our channels and stuff like that. And as soon as you get done doing that, go head over to Netflix. Yes, Netflix. I'm gonna sit there and I'm taking all sponsors, bro. Let's go, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start just pushing products that I like and just hope that they catch me on. But go over to Netflix and check out Cobra.
Bro, don't get me started, Brian. I'm still like, I will say this.
Bruh.
This is the only show that, one, you cannot miss an episode. And it's been proven right now. And the way that they could catch you, because this was the first time they ever did it the way they did it this go around. When they were in Japan, they did the whole tournament. They showed more action than they've ever done before.
For real.
But the ending to that part, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for part 3. I'm just waiting.
Y'all hyping me up. But you know what? I saw like maybe a good 4 episodes of it. And you know, it was good from what I saw though, but I haven't, you know.
Plays Robbie, if they remake Power Rangers,
I hear a lot of people talking about Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know,
talking about it.
You want to know something that's interesting? Like, you know, I feel like we're on an entertainment show over here. But it's interesting that you say that, Warren, because a lot of times I'm watching these shows on Netflix. I'm watching these shows on, you know, whatever, all these services. I mean, you know, even Amazon Prime got a couple shows, but you're also seeing like the newer talent, man, that we're looking for in movies, because a lot of these guys, man, it's kind of hard for me to remember. Like, back in the day, you had a lot of the repetitive roles. You had Jim Carrey, John Travolta, Denzel Washington. Like, it was like a lot of people that you always knew. But now it's like there's so many different, you know, characters. You got your Elizabeth Olsens and, you know, stuff like that. But seeing, you know, my boy, of course, Miguel, bro, Zolo. However you say, I don't know how to say his last name.
For real, like
he is a beast in acting, bro.
He was kicking ass in this season.
Yeah, man. Miguel's
this dude that was paralyzed out of school, coming back and couldn't kick and do all that. They told a great story with Miguel.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, really, really did. So definitely go check out Cobra Kai. I'm definitely hyping that up. I would love to, like I said, we are looking for some sponsors over here at the Beeline. So if you got a product, you got something, especially like, for Wrestle Talk Wednesdays, you got like a wrestling school in the area. We are in Atlanta. So if you guys want to hit us up, we can definitely put together a package for you. And we're promoted on all our shows. We go live every Wednesday. That's 2 shows a night. You get in promotion. And it's wrestling fans. So I'm saying, like, you're definitely going to get some publicity over here. So, hit us up, man. We're definitely looking for it. But guys, what's going on, yo? Y'all ready to start this brand new kind of show we got over here on the commission?
Let's
Tuesday
get it.
or Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I feel like I can't avoid wrestling, so let's do it.
Listen, bro, that's where you come here. Y'all, do y'all come here for wrestling? Yo, send me a message. Y'all send some comments. Everybody watching right now, do y'all come here for wrestling? Do you hear like, yo, the commission talks is on, and I'm talking to y'all because I want to know what y'all think about what happened to Triple H this week. I want to know what y'all think about who was the person that ran over Stone Cold back in the day. Are y'all watching for that? Because a lot of times I catch myself and I try to see if I'm watching like my favorite podcast or my favorite like whatever, to see if I'm watching it because I just like to hear them talk, or if I want to get my information and get their perspective on it. You know what I mean? Like Joe Rogan. I used to watch Joe Rogan all the time. Whenever something would happen in the world and it was crazy, I couldn't wait to go watch Joe Rogan because I would want, even though he talks to people, I would want to see what his thoughts were on it. You know what I mean? Like to see like what his perspective was. So I wonder if people are watching us for the same reason. So, guys, feel free to, send your comments. Let us know why you're watching this, why you're checking this out. But all right, so we're gonna kick things off, man. We got a couple of new segments that we're gonna try to stick to, and I feel like they're gonna be some great talking points. And at the end, we'll be able to play a nice little game. But first one we got on the board is, do we want to see it? Do we want to see it? Maybe I'll get some songs or something like that to play. And so we got a bunch of topics that I'm trying to figure out. Am I coming in weird?
No. I was saying some background noise with the
yeah. Making it happen. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna get some more music for it. We just starting off. But yo, check it out. We have this new segment. Do you or we want to see it? All right. We got a couple of things we're gonna talk about in the wrestling community that we've heard of. Starting off with this right here. Edge in WWE. All right, guys, I'm going to start it off and break it down for you guys why I chose this topic right here. I don't know if you guys heard of today, but apparently, recently WWE just went and trademarked the word Edge. And as you guys know, there was a character in many, many years in WWE named Edge, but he is now in AEW. So I want to get your thoughts around the room. This could be just like a hey, listen, he's Edge. We still own Edge. Y'all might have him, but we own his name. Do y'all think that's what it is, or do you think there's a possibility that we may be seeing Mr. Copeland back in the fold? Drake, start with you, bro. Let's get your opinion on it.
Okay, cool, man. I think a little bit it could be both. I think they could be using Edge for either something else, or it could be, he's winding up coming back to WWE. I think he went over, like I said, it could be both. I think he went over to AEW to fulfill some, obligations, or just fulfill some, dreams that he wanted to do, wrestling.
And he found out real fast. Oh, it's for me over here.
Yeah, he found out real fast. 50-something years old, don't he be jumping off that damn cage? And then he had that injury. Right. It was like, what the hell was I thinking? But out there performing in half-empty arenas though. But Edge, I definitely could see him obviously coming back. WWE is about to gear up on a whole Netflix boom and everything like that. So
that's right.
It could be both. It could be both. I mean, Edge don't really have nothing else to prove. I don't really want to see him every single week out there wrestling somebody though. But I think he could definitely, do something in WWE. Obviously, he's Edge, he's Adam Copeland. So I think that's what it's. That's.
Want to jump in the comments real quick and just appreciate Mr. Matthew Rodriguez. We appreciate you for watching, brother.
That's a good question too.
Yeah, hey guys, thoughts on the Tony Storm news? Yes, is it kayfabe that leads to Tony return? Let me just tell you this, Matt, I definitely believe it's kayfabe. I'm not going to even lie to you. Like, I don't think she's going anywhere. She needs something after that title run because she had an amazing character. but then she lost her title, so she needs something to come back to. I think it's perfect timing as well. But I think her saying that she's going to be leaving is going to make the anticipation for her to come back and maybe even do something different, even if not the timeless character. So I
But you
think
know,
it's
but that
Maybe like the
character was
female
though awesome.
MJF.
yeah, it was really
That's
good.
kind of like what they'll do. They play the cliffhanger and just say, "Hey, let's see if the bit works." And this is something
Randy
that
Orton,
this is something that we're going to talk
Randy
about
Orton,
plenty of times.
Randy Orton.
And I think Brian said it, Dre said it before. AEW is somewhere to get your resume expanded. AEW somewhere where, all right, you didn't make a lot of radars coming in, but I'm gonna go to AEW and I'm gonna prove y'all that I can bring my worth in. Or
Yeah.
you're going to get your worth a little bit more just because you're coming from the quote unquote competition.
True.
So I've seen it's been good for Sean Spears and guys like that. They've been getting what they've been wanting on their submittals. So it's either there and there, but we know Tony is going to put X amount of dollars to keep Tony Storm with him because in reality, I don't give the man a lot of props. He did make Tony Storm in this. He made it
Oh
where
yeah, yeah,
at the
and
time
she
was
needed it.
Tony.
Yeah,
He came up with that character. She did not come up with this stuff. So for him to get what he finally got the one character that he's transitioning and stuff like that, I don't see her going nowhere.
yeah, I definitely agree. But yeah, I mean, Matt, thanks for the great question, bro. Like
Yeah.
hey, we'll see, what she does in the future.
Even though they're
It was
about to be in smaller venues coming up.
her career wasn't really going that
No.
well in WWE, man. Remember when she left? Like there was a whole thing, like wasn't she on like Suicide Watch or some shit like that at one point? It was like
I'm
wow.
not sure, but I do remember her. She was just I think just coming up from the just coming up to the main roster. And obviously, I think with Charlotte, all them girls in there, I think she was just
Yeah.
getting lost in there, and then she
Lost in
got
the shuffle.
released, of course. And the Rockstar Tony Storm, I mean, that was cool, but I really enjoyed her doing the whole Hollywood thing. Yeah, it
Well,
could
she
be
was
for
against that
kayfabe
in
or whatever.
WWE. Remember, they gave her some idea like
too,
that,
D.
and she shot that shit down. So
Yeah.
the funny thing is now, and I think this was a good thing for her to go to AEW and learn something like, hey, man, the stuff that you did on the indies, it may have got you there, but you got to adapt. You've got to change that shit. You got to get it. I'd say this to all the guys at the school that I take them now. Get out of that indie mentality. That indie mentality is going to destroy y'all because
A lot
if
of
you're
them.
not going to expand your growth, you're not going to expand what you're going to learn and stuff like that. You're never going to grow. And
A
that's
lot of
something
them
you got to
are.
look at.
Very true.
I think some of I don't want to say a lot, but I think some of them are realizing you need that character to resonate, with the audience, and just being a wrestler, that's cool though, but who are you, so
Exactly, bro. And sometimes and that does hurt if you're talking to an independent wrestler or just a pro wrestler itself. If you go, hey man, who are you? Like that will strike them because they're like, man, what do you mean? You ain't seen my YouTube, you ain't seen this, you ain't seen this, you ain't seen this. So
yeah, I've seen a bunch of moves though, but who are you though?
That's right. That's why that
something
versatility.
I teach these guys. Shout out to my training school, the DCCW Building Blocks Training Academy out in McClenny. If you're in Florida, I gotta get a little plug in on there. But you've got to learn moves don't matter if you're not going to showcase what it is. The way to show on a card is based off of differentiates. You don't want to see the same tired ass matches through a whole show. It don't work.
The same choreography, basically. It would basically be like going to watch a fucking ballet over and over again, just with some chair shots in the middle of it.
So if I'm doing a show, if I got Ricochet and Will Ospreay on the card, I'm not doing any other type of style match the rest of that card because I want to make that special. Because it's different. It changes your horizon on stuff like that. If I'm gonna do that match, I'm literally making that to where everything else is gonna be either a whole differential thing. I ain't seeing one fucking flip. I'm not seeing any of that stuff because we're gonna get it out of this match.
All
But
right,
if
Warren.
you do it in a way like
How about
that, kills it.
all right? So what's your opinion on Edge coming back to WWE though?
I didn't know anything about it. I know he had obviously issues, regarding with the hurricane and stuff like that. So obviously that could be a beneficial thing. But I love it. I mean, I said it numerous times, bro. Edge, Daniel Bryan, and Paige is the reason why I got back in pro wrestling. Because when I was told, hey man, your neck, not nothing to play with. But when I'm seeing these three come back and I'm seeing all these different people in regards to their neck, there's also a second calling at times. And if you're smart, like y'all just said, Edge going on top of a cage, that hurt him. That was on his choice and stuff like that. I could say that was dumb, but guys, I got to tell y'all now, y'all don't know what it's like when you're on an adrenaline standpoint and the match is going and the shit's going well and the crowd is eating you alive. Bro, sometimes you can't control your body. Like,
check it out.
I said it numerous
You really aren't going to be able to control your body jumping off a fucking cage at 50 years old.
When you get that adrenaline kicking, sometimes it's just going to happen. And I think that was just the downfall for Edge on that. So, I mean, him going back to WWE, I think would be awesome. I don't see him being longevity as a performer in WWE. I still say it countless times. He went to AEW just to do something with Christian. And they fucked that up because they did it at the very beginning. So
I think he also went to AEW because I think he thought, just like I think a lot of people think, and they have the right to think because it's kind of what happens. But when you go over to AEW from WWE, you're treated like a king. You're treated like royalty, bro.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. And that's how it's always been because let's be honest, WWE is the bigger product. So, you know what I'm saying? At any point, if you're going to any kind of, if you're coming from, Bellator, from fucking UFC, you're literally going to be treated like a king, bro. Like you're going to get the big match. You're going to get the big payoffs. Like it's your name is attached to your money where you can't. Same thing with the independent wrestlers the WWE wrestlers who go back to the independents. They're all over the place, bro. It's fast for you to get they're grabbing at you. But I personally think that they were just trademarking the name. I don't think Edge is coming back. If he does come back, I don't think he's going to wrestle. I think it's going to trademark. I think it's more of a clickbait kind of caption, but at the same time, it's hard to downgrade anything at this point because there's so much shit happening in wrestling, and you can't really put your finger on what's what. You can see people that you never thought you see before, just like CM Punk. And people that you think that are done, wind up coming back just like Edge, because you ain't even know his ass gonna come back and start all the shit he did. So, I mean, I just thought it was a fun question to kind of kick everything off.
The funny thing is too, everybody went to AEW when it was hot. It was the big talk. It was like, oh my gosh,
everybody's still going to AEW, bro. If they can't fuck with WWE,
but what I'm saying is, it's so funny now because now we're in that transition, and I said it countless times. It's going to be when they get solidified and they start doing their little growth, can they continue to do it? And you're seeing the shows digressing. You're seeing the things that are happening, man. They got the Time Warner's deal, but bro, you see the venues dying out. They had to cancel a show because they did not sell enough tickets. That's never happened.
Look at Matthew over here, fucking adding to our show and shit.
That's hilarious. What AEW wrestler would have played Garfield?
The 2004 movie of Garfield. One Orange Cassidy.
I don't even think I saw it.
I didn't watch that shit either. Danhausen, Harley Customeron. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And Timeless Tony Storm. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and say Orange Cassidy because he's orange. Or as you put it, Mr. Matthew, Orange Faye Cassidy.
Man's blonde. What are you talking about? Because he's orange.
Fucking orange, bro. His name is Orange. He's orange. He might as well be orange. Hey, listen, it'll be more exciting for Orange Cassidy to play Garfield than it would for him to be in that match.
He refers Orange Cassidy as pockets. That's literally what he calls him. As pockets, little pockets. Yeah. That's what he calls them.
Yeah, Edge, man. Yeah, I think it could be doing about something else though. Like I said, 50-50 though. I mean, Edge.
So it's like, what else?
Let me ask you guys. Let's keep it on top. Let's keep it on the. Let's see if we can keep it to the segment. Let's see if we can do if it works. Does the segment work? Do we want to see it? I'm gonna go ahead and say no, point blank. How about you guys? What's your final call? Do you want to see Edge back in WWE? Basically, that's the question.
You know what? I'm going to stay true to it because I've literally said it countless times about Edge. I'm going to say, yeah. I love his entrance. That's that cool thing.
His entrance, you can watch that shit on YouTube for free.
I mean,
Not
bro,
have to see
Edge
him
is
ever
one of
again.
the reasons, bro. Edge is one of the reasons that I got confidence to actually be able to perform with a neck injury.
Oh,
And so
Edge,
I'm
you
just
suck.
gonna give him that. I'm gonna
What
give
you
You
him
know
what you
that.
what?
thinking, Trey?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, and the reason why, man,
You're old ass anymore, bro.
I was fulfilled back in 2020 when I
I
never
agree.
thought
Yeah,
my
he
guy
didn't
would
have
come
nothing
back,
else, bro.
and he
Mm-hmm.
came back in the Royal Rumble and shocked
Mm-hmm.
everybody. And he had some great matches, you know. Wrestled Seth
I agree.
Rollins, been in the main event, did some things, man. So I seen Edge, man. Edge
Yeah,
is totally great. You know, he ended his
I agree.
career on some time that he did not want to, and he came back and blew my mind. So I was like, oh fuck, Edge, oh my god. So now, you know, I'm cool with him. You know, he cool. You know, he can stay at AEW and do his thing, or he could just ride off into the sunset. But I'm gonna say no.
I fully agree. Yeah, I think Edge. I think, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more to this. I think that with all the
I
old
mean, the
guys, I don't
Cena,
want to see Goldbergs anymore.
Cena's last one.
Cena's coming in admitting that this is his last run, so you know it's the last time you're gonna see him. So I
That
don't
could be
mind it.
one of the
I
reasons
don't
too.
mind it.
So he could at least say, "Hey, man, that I faced Edge."
Now,
I think that might be it also.
now Goldberg. Now I only want to see Goldberg if he's wrestling Braun Breaker. Now that's it. You
What?
know. Yeah,
Why
come
would
on,
that
man.
even happen? That would
Come
be fucking
on, like
murder
come
for Goldberg. Have you
Braun
seen
I mean,
Breaker.
Goldberg?
Goldberg is this is he's admitting that he's having one last match, which I
I
don't even think
Right.
he
mean,
should
Braun
win.
said
Right.
And I
he wants
think,
that match.
Goldberg looks
Braun
like
said that's a
Gilbert
dream
now.
match
He
to
don't
him.
look like Goldberg anymore.
see, I don't,
I said that
you know, if
motherfucker.
I'm just
He
going off from
lost
the
all his
last time.
muscle tone, bro. Like he literally is. I saw him. He was doing like he was practicing his boxing or jujitsu or something, and he lost all his muscle tone, bro. He looks like Gilbert. No
Oh,
bullshit. No
oh
bullshit.
wow. Now I take that back though. But if he looked like the last time I saw him, then I'm like, Braun Breaker definitely should, you know, boom, you know, squash him. I mean, like, who else though? I mean, like, I want to keep it on topic though, but I mean, who else though? Because I
Braun
mean, of
Breaker
course,
to fuck with Braun Breaker. I mean, I think there's
no,
some
I'm talking
people.
about Goldberg. I'm talking about, you know, for
Oh,
his to be his last match. Yeah, who else?
bro. Okay,
I mean,
Cena.
of course, there's a lot of people, but
Cena,
you
of
know,
course. And then you have, I mean, to have the last match. I don't really know anyone. You know who I really want to come see? And this is a little off topic, but like you said, I want to see Paige come back, bro. Soraya. I wouldn't mind seeing
She's
her.
got to remodel her whole gimmick, bro, because
Bro,
she
but
got
they could though.
lost in
She's a beast,
AEW.
man. She's a
She
beast, and I'm
got
like,
lost.
she knows how to put herself over, in my opinion.
yeah,
Like she's a good wrestler, and she's got a mouth on her, and
I,
we all saw.
one thing about those wrestlers like Paige and, you know, Ricochet and a couple other guys that when they go to AEW, or Warren just said, you know, they look lost. It's because they don't have a real big production team behind them, you know, sort of guiding them, you know, and you know, producing them, you know, that like in WWE. Now, when you see Paige or Saraya in AEW, it's like, oh, okay, you know, she ain't doing shit, but you know, she get in WWE, she gonna be something to mess with, you know.
I
So
love
it's a
how
little
you said
different.
that, Dre. But I think it's also too because the fans feel in their head they think, oh, WWE didn't push me well because I was a better wrestler in them. And then they go to AEW and then they get exposed because they see this shit is not what they thought it was. This
Yeah,
shit
but Paige
wasn't what they
was running
needed.
shit in WWE though.
Yeah,
I
but
can't.
Paige was on WWE. In my opinion, and I said it countless times, when Paige signed with AEW, that was going to be the new growth for the women's division because you're going to get somebody in there that has longevity, has the on standpoint to figure out how to change and stuff, and it didn't work.
See,
That's
the thing about Paige is the same thing I think with Edge and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan went over there, same thing Edge, same thing with Paige. That WWE didn't want to, you know, utilize them as, you know, like real hardcore, you know, put them in the ring. They was trying to protect them because they had real life, you know, career, you know, ending injuries and stuff like that. So, hey, you know.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump into the next one here. We got a couple of the you know, do you want to see it? Like I think it was, you know, a couple of us want to see it, a couple of us don't. Edge and WWE. If it is happening, it is happening. But I don't want to see it. I'm not that interested in having Edge back. Like Dre, I think you nailed it on the head. We saw it. That Royal Rumble was incredible. Let me see. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Maverick, Mr. Maverick Rollins. You want to let me in? Are you the Fiend? The Fiend asking, or is it just trying to say, what up, brother? Let me go ahead and so the next one I got here. Do we want to see it? B-Fab
Oh,
Getting a push, baby. This has been a hot topic
yes.
since SmackDown. Apparently, B-Fab has kind of like turned some heads in WWE, and we saw her. I mean, it wasn't her debut match. She's definitely had a couple matches before.
Man,
But
it was her debut match.
you haven't seen her in a while, man.
Yeah, no, she did. Yeah, she was there for a while. I mean, I'm just joking when I say that though. But yeah, she what? Like I was more excited to see what she had to prove, and throughout that whole triple threat match, and which I thought Candice LeRae would have won, but Bailey won, which was dope. It was cool.
Yeah.
But B-Fab definitely, I think, really impressed a lot of people and showed out, and I would like to see what she can do more though. She need to get away from the Street Profits, and she could try to do something on her own. But I definitely like what I saw on SmackDown last Friday.
Yeah, she's nice in the ring, bro. She's nice in the ring. She's pretty. I mean, you know something. A lot of people might disagree with me because
nice.
a lot of times people try to especially when I say people, I say our people. They try to the culture and this and that, whatever. I think she needs to lose the braids. I think she needs a new look. I think it would reinvent her. I just think it's something that she can get rid of. I mean, I don't know if it's her character. I don't know if it's enough that'll stick. I think if she changed it, it would be something that would stick out pretty hard, and it could put her in another realm. Right now, I think the braids and stuff like that is attached to Hit Row. Hit Row is over, and she's gonna need something. She's gonna need something dynamic to kind of put her in a different level if we're gonna see a push from her. So if it's gonna be a continuation of just her looking the same and walking around like you said with the Street Profits and stuff like that, I don't see a push happening. I'm sorry to say it. Even though she's nice in the ring, I ain't saying shit against her. I mean, fucking half the locker room is probably really nice in the ring, but I mean, like we were talking before, your character is what's speaking. Like especially in WWE, you have to have fucking a front running character. And if you walking around with the fucking Twizzlers in your head, and like if that's your shit, that's your shit. Hey yo, listen, and not for nothing, Naomi. I love Naomi, right? And she representing, right? But when she came out there. When she came out there with that fucking Uno card suit on, listen, bro. I almost quit. I ain't that black. Fuck that shit. Naomi had a deck of fucking Uno card. You don't
think should have been draw 4.
That shit was wild, bro.
Oh,
here we go.
When she hit you with the booty, it's called skip.
Push B-Fab has potential. She's reminding me of a younger Alicia Fox, but she gotta get. Oh wait, that's exactly what I just said. She gotta get away from the Street Profits, man.
It just said, Slim. You
I think
absolutely right.
doing that single push is also the same thing as now because they know Street Profits are going to be doing something different. They gotta get her away from that. Different.
But Maverick said, Brian, you look different with that haircut. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'll take it. I'll take it. You also said about time she can actually wrestle. Yeah, I think people saw that for sure. And she's better than some of the other females that we've seen. Hey, listen, bro. I agree. I mean, she's definitely dope. There's a couple of wrestlers that's sitting in the back, especially the women wrestlers that are, starting to get a little of attention. It's going to be hard for like any women to go to NXT right now because their roster is stacked. And they're doing big things, but the world needs the Chelsea Green push. Oh, the shit, going to Chelsea Green. Everybody, it seems like everybody is really like together.
I've been rocking with Chelsea, man, since she was in the NWA, and I ain't really like. I heard of her getting released from WWE.
She's not the same gimmick for the average female audience.
I was on to her. I was like, man, she had like a funny gimmick with her throughout everything she did, even when she went to TNA for a little bit. But I definitely, took notice of her in NWA. But man, Chelsea Green is definitely it, man. She is. I fuck with her. But B-Fab, definitely get the push, man.
All right, so we got to definitely push. We got to push for B-Fab. All right, all in agreement. Do we want to see it? The answer is yes. We want to see it. Push B-Fab, yo. We're trying to see what's next for her. All right, we're going to jump right in. Now, here's a big one. It's a big one. I don't know if we're going to have time to do all of these. I might have to consolidate it to 3. That's cool. We learned it. This is the first day.
I like this, though. I like this.
Like it? Is it good? All right, cool. I'm glad. I'm definitely going to stick to it.
Bingo.
Here we go, guys. You ready? Next one. Do we want to see it? Logan Paul versus Mike.
Yo. Hey yo, hey yo,
Oh,
when that crazy shit ended, bro, I was like, when Logan Paul was standing there, I was just like, okay. But when he said what he said, I instantly said, well, that ain't gonna happen in a boxing match, but that's gonna happen at
Yep.
WrestleMania. And
mm.
boom, it's just been floating all
Oh,
around the internet. And Tyson, I think I done said Tyson name too many times since last Friday, but yeah, I think man, that'll be a cash cow, another big,
Added
celebrity
on.
boxing, yeah,
Yeah.
for WWE. But yeah, it got WrestleMania written all over it though. But you
Mhm.
know what? What I would
Really
think
does.
since what we saw out of Tyson on Friday, or what some of us saw, I think what they'd do is probably have maybe like Logan Paul versus a opponent of Tyson choosing. Sort of
Holyfield
like he
versus
be his manager, and then
Yeah.
Jake Paul is Logan Paul's manager, and then Tyson picks a opponent to take on Logan Paul. That's what I would think, because I don't think Tyson is going. Nah, he ain't gonna wrestle
You know
Logan
who
Paul.
WWE just signed, right?
Say it
Evander
again.
Holyfield. They signed Evander Holyfield's son.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh no, I
his
didn't
son.
see that.
Oh no, I ain't
Please
see
don't.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, his son. His son.
yeah,
Nah.
his son.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Holyfield versus Tyson. I saw somebody said that Holyfield versus Tyson. Listen, I'll be real with you. I don't want to see Tyson fight any fucking more. I want him to be done. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I couldn't believe he said he wasn't done. I'm like, damn,
I,
what kind of
I,
bitch can you take,
but
bro?
that's because it's Mike Tyson, though, bro. If you take his fucking word for it, he'll
He's
fight
gonna
till he's
sell it
90.
regardless. Even as bad as it was, I will tell you this right now. That fight sold more tickets or
Oh,
more
yeah.
revenue than anything that's happened in boxing in how long?
Yeah, it's Tyson, bro.
Mhm.
I mean,
In
of course,
UFC,
go
in
crazy.
any sport. Like, you sat there and watched that. That damn Netflix crashed because it was so blown up. And if everybody wants to sit there and make jokes about Netflix, bro, that same thing happened when we got the WWE Network when
It
WrestleMania
happens to
30
everything. Yeah,
first
all
came.
Mhm.
platforms. Them live events is really hard to
It's
structure
hard to
those. So,
run with, but
or
you
when they
sat
have
there
those
and
premieres.
watched it. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
free TV, bro. You only spent $14 to watch a fight that literally would have cost you $80.
$100 fucking. Yep, there's no doubt about it. That Mayfield and Mayweather and Logan Paul fight like $100 when it was
Yep.
on pay per view that time. We paid that shit. But yeah, I mean, I personally I don't want to see Tyson fight. I mean, if it's at Mania, if they hype it, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Would you guys be interested in the idea that I would just say, if it possibly does happen, Logan Paul
Brings
with
more
Jake
audience
Paul,
to the
his
fight.
manager, versus
since
opponent of
Logan
Tyson.
since
Uh,
Logan
Yeah,
is a
Jake Paul
wrestler,
being
it
the
would,
manager.
it would
If
have to be
he's in
Tyson in
that,
the ring.
yes.
Say it again.
Yeah, it would have to be Tyson in the ring for me because
It would have to be Tyson.
yeah, because the whole thing started like it's like you said like this happened after Logan Paul, and then they kind of announced it in the ring,
Yeah,
like
but
oh
after
maybe
what
I'll
we
fight.
yeah, but after yeah, but after what we saw, I don't think no one wants to see Tyson in a ring though. So
But
I
you know
think,
it's gonna be different if it's WWE, bro.
of
They're gonna,
course,
you know, what
of
I'm saying? Even
course,
if
of
somebody
course.
comes out and helps Tyson, it's still Tyson in the ring. Like it ain't gonna
Yeah,
be like him and Jake Paul having a real fucking fight.
of course, of course.
So yeah, I think there's more you can play around with when it's a
Mhm.
WWE match. You can let Tyson have. You can let Logan sell it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more you can. It'll probably be way more entertaining.
Yeah.
But
And
I would
also, I think this
if
will
they're
be an
gonna do it,
awesome
I'd rather
play
see
for
Tyson.
Mike to go out. Like, this is what I'm thinking this is going to be. Mike's going to retire or whatever after this, but they can make it work. Like we just said, man, that boxing match was not what it was worth. Like, Jake
We
Paul,
all
he
knew
looked
that
a
shit.
little rough. I mean, but seeing that, you're going to bring more revenue into the product. You know, WrestleMania is already going to be blown with talent. Night one, night two, bro. Have y'all look at the tickets right now? You're going to spend your damn life to go to
Shit,
WrestleMania.
somebody
Right at
spent
my
$2
house.
million. Somebody spent $2 million to sit ringside at the fight on Friday night,
Bro,
Yeah,
bro.
man,
So
look,
I was
celebrities they don't care.
yeah, that's crazy,
That
bro.
it's
whole
in
But
Vegas too. Oh my gosh!
yeah,
Like you're going to be playing at the slot machine, just hoping you win back the money that you that you spent.
yeah,
So
it
I mean,
cost $2 million.
it's
It
going to be a
cost
phenomenal thing. I think this is a great choice. Mike could go out because Mike has been connected with pro wrestling for the longest time. If anybody
Yeah,
doesn't remember,
yeah.
WrestleMania was Shawn Michaels and Stone
So it
Cold
does
Steve Austin.
work. Yeah, yeah.
It
So
does
it does
So
work. They
there's
just,
a lot that could really intel with this, and this could, like I said, this could be a cool way for Mike to go out, like be on his own, like So I think it's a great option. I'm gonna
All
say
right, so
yes.
guys, it looks like people want to see it, man. So I mean, WWE looks like you wanted something. If that is the way you're trying to go, we got some comments in here. I went to WrestleMania 40 and only spent $400 and thought that was a lot. Oh yeah, bro. Listen. Now you're looking at like 4,000. I mean, I mean,
yeah, I
I'm
know,
pretty sure
right?
like they're going
It's
crazy
gonna be
now.
a whole lot of watch parties going on at WrestleMania come
Yeah,
up. Boy.
Sure. The sad thing is Chelsea Green is actually nasty in the ring. Yeah, she really is, guy. She really is. Chelsea, if you go watch some of her Lucha Underground matches, even when she's fighting fucking Pentagon, and Chelsea's a beast. But yeah, Logan
Chelsea is not that typical gimmick that you see off of a female wrestler. She can bring. She's done so many different ranges. She's played that Karen character. She's played the funny gimmick. She's played I can beat you in the ring series. She's realized that is not what's working. Her being a character, her being theatric about being comedy and stuff like that. She got Meechin over. Meechin, I thought, was lost in the shuffle. She got this woman we care about now.
Nobody say Meechin been fucking killing it. She's
Well, what I'm saying is, it's because
hardcore.
of the match with Chelsea. Like Chelsea has helped her range out and get better because
that match with her
just
Jada
look
was
at-
Jada Parker.
I think if anything, Meechin kind of just showed a different angle for Chelsea.
Yo, Booker, I hate to cut you off, Brian, but Booker
you
T
good.
need to get he need to get slapped though for he called my girl Jada Parker Jada Pinkett last night. I said, oh my goodness, yeah, and Vic Joseph said you better keep Will Smith's name out your mouth, wife's name out your mouth.
That was beautiful.
I thought that line was crazy though, but yeah, man, like Meechum had an awesome matchup with Jada Parker though.
Yeah, that was phenomenal when they went through the whole barricade thing or whatever. No, that was great. All right, guys, we got one more for the do we want to see it? And I'm glad you guys liking this segment. I'm gonna keep this segment around, and do you want to see it? Braun Strowman in the Wyatts. Braun Strowman in the Wyatts. Now, I guess I'll start this one off. Listen, it seems like this is the direction that WWE is going. I don't know if he's always supposed to have been in it. Notice you haven't seen him in a while. But before him and what's his name was having that feud, him and Bronson Reed were having that feud. It was a great feud, but they were doing this to obviously elevate Bronson Reed, and it worked because Bronson Reed is fucking one of the top guys on WWE right now, I don't care what anybody says. But Braun Strowman, he's kind of been in a losing period. He didn't really have anything to do. His team with Ricochet. He's still a big ass dude. The Wyatts, they need something, and maybe this can take them over the top. I'm not necessarily interested in it, but I figure if they don't do it, what the fuck else are they going to do? Let's be real, yo, because the Wyatts are failing to me.
You think so?
Let's start with Warren. Warren, what do you think, bro? You think that you interested in this idea, or are you just like whatever?
I mean, that's what made you care about Braun Strowman in the beginning. Like when he came in there with Bray Wyatt, like it was like, oh my god, this is a huge son of a gun. Like this dude's not only just big, he's muscular. Like we've not seen a guy that freaking different type of look. The way he moves and stuff like that. I think it'd be good. I think it's something that they really need to play around with.
Mav said he's injured. Is he injured again? Get the fuck out of here. You can't be serious.
I think he's got a shoulder injury. He got a shoulder injury from a bodybuilding competition he did.
Oh, don't play, bro. That's so ass. Okay, good. My bad, Warren.
Well, I think it's a good thing. I think it would be a cool thing to try with. I think they're really trying to do something with this. They're giving Bo Dallas some range and stuff. I think it's just up to them. They've got to be the ones to really do something with this. And the only bad thing is, this is great theatrics. This is a great gimmick. It's just not working to be in matches. And I think that's what's been hurting them is the matches. So
yeah, they need to figure that out, man, because that's the most important part, though. And that's why it's like, having them
make them short. They need to make them it's like I said from the beginning. They need to make it a different match on the card. These matches right here should not go a distance. These should be like a 5-minute squash or something. Make it
I
to where
agree.
they are demonizing, and it's like, oh my gosh, like what did I just witness? Make it something like that. That's why Bray got over the way he did, because
Yeah.
Bray was something different. If
And this
Bo's
is
trying to fill that range, he's got to do that.
more like, this character, this group of characters, it's more like the Fiend character than it is more like the Wyatt family. Remember, the Wyatt family, they came out and yeah, they were like, like mysterious and shit, and they blew the things kind of like that backwoods swamp family, kind of deal. They could take a loss. They could take a loss. I mean, yeah, they were intimidating and shit, but they could take a loss. But the Fiend character and how these guys are being presented, that shit was different. The Fiend was some untouchable, crazy ass. You can't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Do your move, and he jumps right back up to his feet. If you're gonna present, his crew, it has to be at least similar. So I feel like Bo Dallas kind of took the steps in the Uncle Howdy gimmick. He should have that kind of not just laughing. Laughing don't do shit, bro. I'm talking about he should be some kind of untouchable gimmick, bro. And then he should never fight. He should never be touched. And when he is touched, it should be special. But they're not doing that. Even if the other guys kind of go down, it should be like Undertaker with the urn. Undertaker goes down and Paul Bear holds the urn. They should feed off of Uncle Howdy. Like, I could put so much shit
Uncle
together.
Howdy should never be in the ring. He should have never even performed until like a pay-per-view.
They should feed off of Uncle
Only
Howdy.
if it was a pay-per-view or something, and you see him get a retaliation or something like that. Other than that, he should have never been involved in that. He should be like an entity.
Okay. All right. My point of view, though. Well, to one point when he said about Braun Strowman in the beginning, though, like, I don't think it was really when Braun Strowman debuted and he was in the Wyatts that was like, oh man, I gotta see him. It was more so a little bit after that where he got either kicked out of the Wyatts and he started going around and was like, I'm gonna give you these hands or something like that. And that's where Braun Strowman really took a turn and people started to get behind on him. But then it was that matchup he lost against Brock Lesnar, and then everything just swirled down. It was like, why the fuck he lose that? Braun Strowman in the Wyatts, though, nah, I think I might be the only one who's probably digging the Wyatts right now. I just think that maybe the promos. No, first of all, I think them taking on the American Made, that's what hurt them.
Yeah,
I think American Made was coming in, and Chad Gable was transferring from American Alpha. Well, Alpha Academy to American Made, and you thought we was going to see a push with Gable and the Creed brothers, but they sort of became, a sacrifice for the Wyatts, and then then you didn't see him for a little bit, so it was a little strange. But I think the promos with Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, I think had everybody captivated. Especially the question was like, what do you think about your brother now? And even the one with Eric Rowan talking about, yeah, both of my brothers were here and now they gone and now I have a new family. So I felt like that everybody with the promos, but I think it was just that inconsistency when we saw them. Great debut. Okay, we got him in the ring, but it was just like, we don't got him no more. What the fuck happened right there? So that's what I think. And of course, it's hard when you have that trio, that trio like group. Now you gotta find three other motherfuckers just to get in the ring, just to face them, just to have a 3-on-3, 6-on-6, 6-man match.
That's a good ass point too. Yeah, that's a good point too. You need to have that ability to have an opponent. You got to have an enemy to verse. Hey, real quick, I wanted to shout out Bridget Ramirez in the comments. Yo, check it out. Bridget is the newest member of the STR Nation. We really appreciate her. She's been very vocal in the chats. I mean, she's loving the wrestling content. Very big fan. But Bridget, we did talk about Tony Storm earlier. We think it's a work. We don't think that she really retiring, yo. But
I say no on I say no on the Braun Strowman joining the Wyatts. I think everybody could be credible on their own. It's just how they go about it, man. and being consistent with it too.
Yeah. I feel like if it does happen, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I feel like the Wyatt story, it needs a jump start. It needs to be revamped a little bit. They fucking up a little bit in my opinion. I don't know.
But
It's
yeah,
just
to be
it
honest
ain't
with you,
hitting like how it's supposed to.
did you guys like what they did with the Miz? At least no, maybe.
No, I didn't like it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you didn't like it?
This shit was corny. Like, but you know why it was corny though? It's because it's
You
not
said you
making them
wanted
look
him to
strong,
feud with
bro.
the Final Testament. You said that would be
Nah,
the only
I don't
thing to
want
make it
that bullshit,
believable.
bro. That's bullshit. I feel like
I will say
the
this though, Karrion
Final
Cross has
Testament is
really
fucking
grown
perfect, and they
off of
should not.
this.
The Final Testament is perfect, and just the same problem that the Wyatts had with the American Made. The Final Testament haven't been given a chance to fucking fly. You should
No, they
have a
haven't.
I
team
mean,
that is
Karrion's
just a
doing
bunch
his
of
thing right now.
whoever's to go after the Wyatts, man. And like you can definitely do it. Or break them motherfuckers up and let them go in the tag scene. Let Bo Dallas run with Nikki Cross in the women's thing. You can break it up differently. Them going all together after these individuals, the Miz, Karrion Cross, and you think that they're together. Are they together? You don't know. Like it's just mad shit mixing when I feel like it could
I
just be
think the
shit
really
done
big
differently.
thing is, Brian, and this is something that we really all could probably agree on. It's the way the audience of wrestling is now. That's why this shit's not gonna really stick out some
And
way
you know
because
what?
we've
And,
seen everything. We've
and,
seen all of it. So it's like, what's different?
another
Yeah,
thing I feel like it won't work
do it
too
good.
because of and shout out to Merrick though, but I think us fans are always used to seeing Bray Wyatt. So when we see the
So
Wyatt
we're
Six or
looking
when we
at
see
that
Bo
perspective
Dallas,
like, oh,
we think
we want it
we
this way.
we
That's it.
we yeah, but every time we see the Wyatt Six and every time we see Bo Dallas, we think of Bray Wyatt. Even what
Bro, he
happened on
look.
Monday
Did you
Night
see how
Raw.
much he looks like that motherfucker, yo?
Exactly.
That was crazy.
It also it also blurs your I want to say it blurs your vision on just seeing Bo Dallas when everybody is just like, oh man, that's what Bray Wyatt
That's what
did. That's
Bray's
what Bray
supposed to
Wyatt
do.
did.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's
You're
like
right. You're right about that.
we gotta. I think they need to switch something up though. But I like the vignettes though. But I think it's too close in a way to Bray Wyatt where can't nobody differentiate. Well, people can, but it's a lot of people differentiating. It's like, man, well, Bray Wyatt did it this way. Bray Wyatt did it this way. So, I don't know.
It's his shit.
Fans
What's
Yeah,
gonna
want
it
do?
is.
change
It
because they
is.
don't like
His
change.
shit.
That's the true
Yeah, it
reality.
is.
But all right, guys. Yo, thanks a lot. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that segment. We're gonna do that from now on Commission on the Line. So definitely got that to look forward to. Got a couple other segments here. I'm gonna try to jump into real quick. And all right, so I gotta admit, this one is gonna be more for the fellas. Bro said Bray thought outside of the box. Oh yeah, he definitely. Yeah, you
Hmm.
definitely saw that, man. You definitely saw that. I mean, I don't knock. I don't knock. Let me say this before we jump into the next segment, real quick. Who's somebody I admire, and who's somebody I think is a real. He should be a real staple for how you need to reinvent yourself. There's a couple of people, but I'm really gonna go at him. The one dude,
Let's get into this. I think this is gonna be good.
Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal, if you remember, Jinder Mahal, he was in a group called 3MB with Heath Slater.
Mhm.
It was him. It was Drew McIntyre. Now, if you remember Drew McIntyre back in the day, Drew McIntyre wasn't this big ass Terminator, fucking hairy chest Scottish warrior that we seeing now. Drew McIntyre is huge. That's a huge motherfucker, right? Jinder Mahal wasn't either. Jinder Mahal was a small, skinny kind of dude, little muscles here, whatever. But Jinder Mahal got let go of the company, and he went and he got ripped. Motherfucker got big as shit. And what did WWE do? They brought him back. They saw the work that he put in. They saw the physique. It was different. He had a different look. He's an Indian, dude. So it's like it's a different market. And they said, hey, look, let's go get Jinder. We can do something with him. He did something with himself. Let's go do something. I feel like people forget, like we just talked about the same shit we're talking about. Your image, everything about what you're doing. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot who it was that I was having this thought to, but I think it was Bo Dallas. And I was like, just imagine what it would have been like to have Bo Dallas come back fucking jacked, gorilla jacked, bro. Like Jinder Mahal, Drew McIntyre jacked. And then you come into a playing field of like, whoa. Even though you're
Yeah.
imitating Bray, you're looking at Bo Dallas like, yo, Bo Dallas. You have to be able to do that shit or understand that you have the ability to do that shit if you want to take the giant step into another realm
Bray
in
was
a
getting
in a
shape
product
like
like
that.
WWE, bro.
One person
Bray
that
was getting in shape like that when he came back. Like Bray was jacked.
Bray was
Like,
jacked when he came back. I mean, he was still big, but he was pretty.
he
He
was
got
losing
big
a lot
because
of
of
weight.
weight.
Bray was like damn
Yeah.
near like losing a lot of weight, and I think whatever what it is, but he wanted to come in there different. I
Yeah,
love how you say that. And
it
this is
means
something I
something,
do
man.
have a problem with Bo is like that was my worry when Bo was going to come back. I'm like, Bo cannot be that
For
same
real,
look,
man.
the Bo leave and all that shit. Like
Yeah.
you got to change it up a little bit. KO,
Yeah,
KO. So
yo, what's his name right now? He go by Pac though. He was Neville. Neville was real
Yeah.
small at first when he was in WWE, but then left WWE and got jacked though. But I thought you were sort of in the same realm though. As much as people got difference on him now though, which I think he's one of the greats. It's Chris Jericho, man. Chris Jericho will literally go down in history is one
Hi
single
guys.
guy who can continue reinvent himself. Now
Oh
the
yeah.
crazy thing is the gimmick he got right now. Hi guys. I was like, what the fuck is this shit right here? The learning tree. I was like,
It's
okay,
doing weird
but
shit.
it was weird shit. But now
Weird shit.
It's
every time
basically
he come
making
on,
fun of wrestling fans. That's what it is. It's like
yeah,
he really is making fun of wrestling fans.
and every
That's
time
it.
he comes on, though, he'd be like, "Hi guys," I'm gonna be like, "Hi," you feel me? Because it's like
Hi.
you gotta reinvent yourself, though. You can't stay the same. And I think
Oh
that was
yeah.
one thing we was talking about too, about Dolph Ziggler and the reason why
That's another
why
one.
he So you gotta
Stuck to
keep
the same
reinventing.
shit for so long, and then
Yeah,
when he did reinvent himself, it wasn't
I
anything
love
like really
Dolph.
creative.
Dolph is
yeah.
just a wrestler. He's
Yeah,
not
he's a wrestler,
anything
bro.
else.
Sorry to say
And
it.
you're seeing that on the indies right now. He's just wrestling. He's not character, whatever. He is just a wrestler.
He's
So,
got a voice though. That's what's so aggravating
oh,
about
he's
Dolph
got a
Ziggler.
phenomenal voice.
He's
And
got
I
a
think
voice,
you hear him
man.
busted open all the time. Like he's got a great range when it comes to talking about pro wrestling. He said it countless
Matt
times.
Hardy's
Too.
another one. Matt Hardy's a motherfucker that you can give that motherfucker anything, and Matt Hardy gonna take that and flip
I
that, and he gonna
hated
be
that
interested in it.
delete.
Nah, you
hate it.
crazy as hell. The one, especially the one in TNA, bruh, that shit was over as fuck, bro.
I don't
With
know.
a this motherfucker had a lawnmower that he put a lawnmower over.
I will
Matt
say,
Hardy
like
is
the
genius,
mansion,
yo.
the Hardy Mansion matches were
That
pretty
shit
cool.
was phenomenal, bro.
WWE went way too overboard with it. I think they did a good Bray match, but it
Broken
was they
gimmick.
did
That
way
shit
too
was
much.
crazy. He was
Way
over
too
there
much.
playing the piano with the cape on, bro, and the crazy hair. That broken gimmick shit might have been some of the best work in wrestling history. That shit was phenomenal, bro.
But like we just said, TNA was that show back then that could show that range for the talent that they used to be a WWE. I can go watch TNA and see stuff like that. That's how I see AEW now. AEW is just something to get you on TV, get you on so Triple H could go and tune in and go, hey man, what about this guy? How long was he with us? What did he do? Look what he's doing now. Bring him over. And that's something that I see now is with AEW, what they did with TNA. Like you just said, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, obviously Brodus Clay, all these different guys, like they came out from doing what they did with TNA, and then they came right over and got what they wanted and deserved. But there is one person that needs to come back, or their character has been gone. Mercedes Moné. I don't see anything special what she's doing in AEW. Right
we don't talk about her on the show.
It's bad. And I think me, Dre, and all those had this debate a long time ago. Yes, Mercedes was a character,
take over.
whatever, but it's like that killed her going to AEW because what they were looking at her to do was be the top baby face, and it didn't go that way. And I don't know.
What's going to be funny is when she puts Camille over, because when Camille finally breaks away from her and she goes, and it's going to be her versus Camille, of course, she's going to put Camille over, and she's going to be lower on the card. And that's going to be really interesting. But anyway, all right, guys. So I got this other topic. Like I was saying, this is going to be more for the guys, but girls can definitely play it. But I'll explain it, and this is going to be called Bad choices.
There's only one time in band camp.
Bad choices. All right, so let me explain this a little bit. So we're going to talk about some of the women in professional wrestling, and a little bit bad, a little baddies up in there. So we're going to have two women on the screen, and we're going to talk about them. First off, we're going to talk about them. We're going to say it's going to be kind of like a, who would you take? Who's the most likely to entertain you, take your fancy? Like, oh, okay, maybe a little date here and there and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, we're gonna go into who would you push. All right, so we're gonna rock the dating and the pushing. Dating, they go together. They go together. They go
This
together.
segment will be sponsored by Blue Chew.
Let's go, Blue Chew. If you would like to take, I'm pretty sure there's some dudes out there that's gonna enjoy this segment. We're gonna start off hot. We're gonna start off hot with these two beautiful ladies right here, and that is Jada Parker and Kalani. Yo, man, these two baddies here, man. Let me just shout out Jada Parker first for that great match she had with Stephanie Vaquer, and that outfit. That outfit that she was wearing.
Yeah.
I personally, I know this is gonna be crazy, right? Yeah, I know the guy's gonna eat this one up. But I would just say this. I would have to pick, believe it or not, I find Kalani Jordan fucking fine as hell, bro. Now I like Jada Parker, but Jada Parker looks like you gotta really have it going on to fuck with Jada Parker. Like you have to seriously. You gotta seriously have some shit together, right?
Nah, you really? That's how y'all see it?
I feel that way, bro.
Man, Jada Parker, too many hoops. He said no.
Bridget said Kalani. Thank you, Bridget.
Hey, Jada Parker look like, man, the shorty in the neighborhood, bro. But she fine as shit. And she go hard. She like Kaylani, the Kaylani is a product of WWE because she went to Michigan State and she's a D1 athlete and all this gymnast and everything. And they want that on her resume when they put her on television. They like, oh yeah, look at Kaylani Jordan. Hell, she's the first North American women's champion. And also, she went to Michigan State and she's a gymnast and all that. That's cool though. That's all cool. But yeah, I felt like it was they were pushing Kaylani on us to like her just because she went to Michigan State, not because it was authentic. Jada Parker literally was on television and motherfuckers was like, who the hell is she? Oh yeah, I like her.
You know why? You know why, nigga?
I mean, yeah, you know why, but it was like it came off authentic too. But it was like, I fuck with her, not just because even though Jada Parker, I think she, a collegiate athlete as well in soccer or whatever, but definitely push Jada Parker over Kaylani. Kaylani though I like her, but I feel like they pushing her too much though down our throat though with her though.
Okay, all right, Dre, got that. All right, Warren, gotta break it off. First of all, who you picking? Like if you had the option,
and both of them are bad though. Shout out to Bridget though. Yeah, both of them are bad though.
Yeah. Who you taking? Who you taking on a date? Who you want to taking home for a little bit?
I like how you said Jada was like too much. You gotta go through like two can play that type of.
You gotta have a mansion, a Ferrari.
We speaking our age now. That's the generations now. Vivica Fox. Two can play that game type scenario.
There you go. That's right.
I'm gonna say Kalani Jordan because athletic abilities, stuff like that.
Brown sugar, babe.
You need someone like Kalani in the main roster and stuff like that, especially when it comes to the women's division. Now, Dre's not going to like what I say about this. Jada Parker is different, and she brings a mystique, but she would only be like a one-time women's champion because it would get way too still. It will get to a point where they get lost to what she's doing. She'll be like a B-Fab. It will get lost right after.
B-Fab.
Damn.
B-Fab. She's the flavor of B-Fab. Like, Drake, in reality, when you look at something like that, yeah, it's cool right now. But are you going to be able to continuously watch her year after year, show after show?
Listen, I can
Yeah,
watch
You're
her.
not.
I can watch her.
yeah,
I can watch
yeah.
her. I can pretty much. You could. Hey,
You
listen. You could
watch
just
it
put
now.
We
two
can
hours.
we
Then
can
you'll
agree we
sit
can
there and
agree
go,
to
okay, where
disagree.
do we go next?
On there.
We can agree to disagree though, but no, not no B-Fab though. I can see Jada Parker making it up. I don't see her really winning the NXT Women's Championship, but I can see her going up to the main roster, and then by the time obviously they gonna probably. Now I'm not saying they got to do this with every black woman or every woman though, but I can definitely see her mixing it up with like Bianca Belair or something like that, bro.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
that shit'll
Yeah.
be lit, bro. But just for the culture though, But hey. But
Hey,
nah,
Warren,
I know
I wanted
B-Fab
to
though.
confirm something though. I wanted to confirm something. But who you saying you taking out? Like who you saying? You got the option of both beautiful women. Who you saying? Who you choosing? Like, all right, I think I'm gonna take Kalani on a date, or I think I'm taking Jada out. Who you choosing?
Is he still there?
Where you go?
I think he stepped
Motherfucker
out for a
went dip
minute.
off. Dre, you said you picking Jada for both,
Jada.
right?
Yeah, both.
All right, we'll ask his ass when he gets back. He ain't gonna escape this question. I'm fucking ask. All right, so we got Gelada Joe. Okay, that's very interesting. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump down to another one that I think is going to be a little easier because I think a lot of people have had the time to see these two recently. I think I have both of them on here. Just make sure I have it available. And we have.
Plus, man, you
There you
gotta
go.
think,
There you
man.
go. There you go.
There you go.
As
There you go.
long as
Warren.
that casual girl that's like she doesn't have too high judgment for you to, the standard standpoint. Jada,
So you
I
picking
think it's
Kalani?
like what Brian said. You're gonna have to jump through hoops and
Nah,
everything just to get with
So
her.
I'm thinking Jada. But
Kaylani look like
Jada
this
freak,
something Warren got to
freak over
take
here.
home to it. He can't take home Jada Parker. He like, nah, I can't marry her. I can't take home to my moms and grandmoms. Yeah,
Give me 2 extra.
Jada
Kaylani.
Parker,
Yeah.
Jada Parker to me is somebody that's going. And listen, this is gonna sound horrible, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
It's gonna be a good
Jada
one
Parker
night
to me is
stand.
one of them ones that she's like a trophy. She's like a trophy piece. And you like, listen, I'm gonna have fun with this tonight, but tomorrow I'm going home to my Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, I understand that.
You won't
Feel me?
remember
Like,
a thing.
I understand that.
for real, for real. All right, but here we got a couple more. Let's go ahead and do this one right here. I think this is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be an interesting one to see what y'all say. All right, same premise. Hold on, wait 1 second. Here we go. Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. This is an interesting one right here.
You get the worst pictures out of both.
Listen, it was together, so I was being lazy.
Picture you just got a collide.
All right, I'll find some prettier pictures so you motherfuckers can get better eyes and shit.
I was waiting for you to be like,
such
oh
a
man, they went to a beach type picture or something.
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying.
All right, I'll find one. Go ahead, Warren. Start it off.
Dakota has grown on me. Like, seeing some of the pictures that she's been doing, like she used to just be skin and bones. That girl's starting to put on some muscle tone.
She's
starting
still
to put a little bit of, thickness in. I'm gonna say Dakota Kai.
She's beautiful though. Y'all know she's Samoan.
I don't know. She's pretty, but that's all I can say. I don't.
Lyra, my baby, bro. I can't even lie. Dakota fine as shit though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't even know Dakota. Well, until I found out, I ain't know Dakota was a part of the LGBT community and stuff like that, though. But I was like,
I didn't know that either.
Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, she fine as shit. But then, when I guess that time of the year came around, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, Dakota all the way. Lyra, it's some women though, to me though, is just like, you just see them as they are and just like, okay, she's a wrestler. Like, I'm not attracted to her, but she's great in the ring or whatever. That's just from my perspective, from Lyra Valkyria. Dakota, yeah, she's nice, she's cute, but
yeah, she's cute. She's cute to me.
I got Dakota.
I ain't gonna lie. Who you pushing though? Who you pushing? Like
well,
in the ring.
I would say Dakota because for real, I want to see what she really capable of and got to do because Shawty been injured
I don't know what she is. I don't understand what she does or whatever. She's a good wrestler, but Lyra, I'm just watching. I'm like, she can perform. But I don't see anything like outside of that. I don't see me buying merch of her. I don't see me looking at going to bend over backwards to be like, hey, I want to see her wrestle. I want to see this Ravenclaw girl come out and
Yeah,
Just
that Raven
correct
shit
it.
gotta go. That Raven shit gotta go. She
Yeah.
she was that
I'm
brother.
lost in
She
it. I
reminds
don't
me.
understand it.
Lyra
She need a new
reminds me a
gimmick on
lot
that.
of a Becky Lynch though. She does.
Yeah,
She
that's what I was
has
just saying.
similarities.
They
Yeah.
needed someone else from Dublin, Ireland, a woman like Becky, and they
I was
got
gonna
Lyra
say a
Valkyria,
Buffalo Page.
but
I
she
don't see
ain't connecting.
Paige. I don't see Paige. She knows her wrestle.
Hell,
Me personally, I'm picking Lyra, bro. I like. I'm talking about taking her out. Yeah, I don't, she got it's something. It's that thickness. Like she got them thighs and shit, and she
Brian like
cute.
a freak the
I
girls.
like that cute. Oh, listen, bro, they don't even understand.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm
Brian like
picking
them
Lyra
ones
for
that
that
put
one,
him
yo.
on the dog leashes and stuff like that. You better,
And I
watch
agree with
out.
you. I agree with you guys. When it comes to pushing Dakota, I would like to see what she does too, but she just injured every 5 minutes, bro.
Mhm.
I would push Dakota, but I would take out Lyra, no doubt about it. But all right, let's see. We got a couple more. Let's see. I gotta find this other one. Now this one's gonna be difficult. I want to hear. Now we talk about these two all the damn time, but in this range, I think it's interesting. I kind of want to get y'all opinions on it. And yo, listen, y'all more than welcome to play as well. Bianca versus Jade. All right, y'all.
Oh, dear.
Who are
Go first.
y'all? Let's start this off. Who are y'all taking out of Bianca and Jade? Who y'all dating?
Well, it's not even a question to me though. I mean,
Come
Bianca is
on,
it
let's
all day
go.
long,
Bianca all day? Oh, is
all
that easy
day
for you,
long.
Dre?
That
What is it?
easy.
What is it that you got with Bianca?
Bianca, man, it's the same thing with Jada Parker though. Like, I don't know, man. I'm from Southeast DC, man, and that little, I don't know, man. It's that shorty, man, who just, she just seemed like she from around the way. She seemed cool as shit. Jada Parker, I mean not Jada Parker, but Jay Cargill, it's just more off the, yeah, I'm buff, I'm big as shit. She is cute though. Don't get me wrong. She's beautiful, but
They're
Bianca,
the
man,
same.
like she just. I don't know.
They're the
Bianca hit on a
same.
different level though for me.
Yeah, I
So,
feel you. Hey,
Dre,
listen, I feel
I
you.
gotta say this: the rant that you had about Kalani Jordan, about her going to Michigan State and stuff like that, that's the same thing
Yeah,
about
heard you got
Bianca
Bianca.
Belair. Bianca
Bianca.
Belair was a track athlete from the University of Tennessee. Like, she didn't do pro wrestling. She didn't do any of these things, and she's became, I hate to say it, the Hulk Hogan of the women's division when it comes to, like, for a woman that was lacking in credibility, couldn't do a lot in ring work wise and stuff. She's carrying a lot of girls now in
Cool.
matches. Like, she's
Jay
doing
Yeah,
Cargill.
but
a
I'm
lot
yeah,
of different
and I
transitions and
know
stuff
it's
like that.
too early in Kaylani Jordan's career to actually, really, tell or whatever though. But when Bianca Belair came in, she just had that aura around her, even in NXT. Now
You
it
can
doesn't
relate
seem
to
like
it.
that with
It was a
huh?
different look. Like, it was that
No, I'm
dominant
not even
aura.
talking
It
about the
was
look. I'm not
mystique
talking about
wise.
the look from NXT. I'm talking about them themselves though. Even when you saw Bianca, I was like, okay, she got long hair, she got long ass hair, she got this whip. It's like, oh, well, like it was different levels with her. Now with Kaylani Jordan, it's just that her background. She just, and Bianca when she came in, it was like, okay, yeah, I was, a track star or whatever like that, but you
Use it in
didn't
a
see
promo.
none of
Bianca
that
had a
unless they,
Bianca had a little bit more presence. She had a
She
little
yeah.
bit
said,
more,
I'm
like
the
you said. They're
strongest, I'm the
definitely more.
fastest, and all that. And so they would show, all right,
But
track and
also, Dre,
field.
but also, Warren, it's not even just that. It's. I mean, just look at Bianca. You can see it's the lips, it's the long ass ponytail that you ain't never seen on a wrestler. The first time you see Bianca Belair and you see she has a long ass ponytail, the first thing anybody's gonna ask, I don't give a fuck if you're a wrestling fan or not, is how the fuck is she wrestling with that long ass hair? And then you
Mm-hmm.
want to, just from that, you're interested in watching
How
to see
y'all
how she
feel
looks
knowing
with
that it's
the hair.
actually a weave?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a weave. But I'm saying, like,
And that's just that's the thing though, and Kaylani is that's what I'm saying. It's too early in her career. She may be totally different. She may switch the shit up in 2-3 years. So like I can't
That's
really
being a good heel.
say on that though. But from just off of first impressions, because first impressions matters, right? So just from seeing her, she
Warren,
alright.
who you taking? Who you taking? Bianca or Jade? Who you taking out? I want to know who y'all taking out. Don't skip over that.
I'm
All right, y'all
going
talking
Bianca
about
because
from in the
Bianca
ring and
just
shit.
got a lot of
What are you trying to
range and a lot of
smash,
stuff.
motherfucker? Women to get
I
real in
will
this
say
bitch?
this: Jade brings a presence that's like colossal look.
All right,
But when you
is
look
he on
at
the same shit? All
Bianca,
right, Warren, shut the mic off. Think about who you want to smash, and then get back to us, okay?
Bianca,
Bianca. You said Bianca.
Bianca,
Okay. There we go. There we go. I want to listen. I'm really interested in Warren's
Jay
perspective
will
in that.
make you feel very weird. Like in a way, it would feel overshadowed. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Jay would
Yeah.
just like
You think it's because
make
she's
it
like
a lot
strong as
different.
shit, like She-Hulk and shit?
Yeah. No offense though, but I'm
I mean,
Jay
nah,
look
man,
like
I
I mean,
don't
not
Jay
to
look like
go
she'll
too
pick
far
you
in.
up
It's
and
like
beat the
watching
shit out of you in
China
the
and
crib.
X Pac. You see a two big differential thing. You see this
Crazy
jackass
ass son.
woman and this little scrawny man. Like it just it
Yeah,
looks weird.
that don't go well. Now I'm good on that.
Oh,
But
y'all don't
I
like that
like
freak
you,
shit.
Jay. You awesome. Oh yeah, you on that freak type shit. Hey,
Bro,
I told you Brian
I
is on
think
that dog
I
collar
think
type
Bianca
shit, bro. The
I think
whip and
Bianca is
everything. That's
beautiful,
what
right?
Brian likes.
Bianca is beautiful, right? But Jay,
Brian will let her bench press
big
him.
ass motherfuckers, and she got that body on her. Listen, bro. I think I'm taking Jay. I'm taking
Brian's
Jade
gonna
home for the
Brian
experience.
wants to get bench pressed 30 times.
Hey,
That's what
Dre,
he wants.
I'm taking Dre home to get on the
He-
commission the next day and say, yo, listen, bro.
Bro, I just got
Everybody
hurt
want
by a
Bianca,
woman
right?
and I loved it.
Yeah,
Oh, you remember
Jay
the
look
movie
like
Grown Ups 2, where David Spade's sitting there with the Jack woman? That's
Mhm.
Brian with Jay.
That's me right there. Oh, with
He's
when
sitting
she was
there
dressed like
getting
Hulk Hogan.
curled,
Bro, listen, I'm taking Jay.
sitting there
But
kissing her biceps and shit.
listen, we've seen Bianca, so it's harder in this situation to say who we gonna push, Bianca or Jay. Listen, I think it's still Bianca for me. I think I want to see heel run Bianca. I
I
think
want to
heel
see
run
Hill
Bianca is
run Bianca.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's gonna be better
Mhm.
than I think heel run Bianca is gonna be better than Rhea.
Oh, you
But
think so?
I think so. I think so. If you notice it, bro, Rhea's getting kind of stale. I don't fuck what anybody says. Rhea's getting kind of stale, and it's because her feud is outlasting her period. What
You
they
know what
did
I
was
think? They brought her back too soon. Even this coming Monday,
yeah,
even though it was a pre-tape
that
jump, but they
constant
keep bringing.
returns.
Yes, they
Constant
brought her back
returns.
too soon. Too soon.
Yep.
She shouldn't have came.
Diminishing.
She should have came back for real. For real. I want to say somewhere towards the fall, and not SummerSlam, because Liv Morgan had just won the championship. She's just started her revenge tour, and you would have thought that maybe Liv Morgan run through the women's division sort of, and then Rhea Ripley would have returned. But it's too much. Okay, she's returning. She out for 2 weeks. She out for a month, and it's like she keep going back to Liv. So, but that's the thing I was saying too about Damian Priest. They got to get far away from that Judgment Day or that
Hey,
past
fuck it.
rivalry.
Let's just jump right into it since we talking about it. Liv versus Rhea. That's up there. That's the last one of the night. Liv versus Rhea. So you saying that Dre, on what you just said, I completely agree with you. I think that Liv right now, if we're gonna just flip it a little bit, just who would you push? I'm sticking with Liv. I kind of am enjoying Liv being the champion right now. She's actually making an impact. It's something different, and she's doing a good job of making you not like her. If you notice, like her promos have gotten a lot better, and they're making you not like her ass. Like she talks shit. She's reckless with it. You know what I'm saying? She's sexy as hell, bro. Listen,
I never thought, to be honest, I ain't gonna say I never thought, but I didn't think that Liv Morgan would have been in this position. I mean, yeah, she won the SmackDown Women's Championship. She won Money in the Bank, but I didn't think that she would be on this type level right here. So, I mean, Rhea Ripley is definitely great. She's good and all that. She's mommy, but I would definitely push Liv Morgan though. But I would have to go home with Rhea though.
You go home with Rhea? Listen,
I'm going home with Rhea. She be
Hold on.
that
We were just sitting there
neck-
talking about Brian being and all that freaky
I'm
stuff,
going
and
home,
you say you're going with Rhea? Oh, bro.
Yeah,
You don't know what I'm going on with.
but Rhea ain't buff and jacked up like Jade Cargill is though. She just tall. That's it.
Jack, right?
You blind.
Rhea Jack.
She ain't that jacked. She ain't got much. She ain't got no 6-pack, 8-pack going on though. Like she good. Like Rhea good. Like nah, don't do Rhea like that.
She might be stronger than Jay.
I'm going home with Liv, yo. Liv, if you ain't going home with Liv, I don't know. Y'all missing out. Because like I said before, Liv
is a good
motherfucker.
Liv is a good
She's gonna turn your life around.
Liv is a good one night stand though, for real. She go crazy on your ass.
You ain't gonna be able to get away from that shit. You're gonna have one night with Liv, and it's gonna be a wrap for the rest of your life. You ain't never gonna be.
Bro, your life is over, bro. After that one night stand, dog. Once you tell, you be like, you go in that moment, in that one night stand, y'all gonna be like, I love you, and then the next day you're gonna be like, do you love me? She's gonna be like, no. You remember when Dominic told Liv in the middle of the ring, was like, "Nah, I don't love you," and Liv Morgan turned around with that sad ass look
Shout
like
out
a
to that
Lifetime
cameraman
movie.
on Raw,
She a
man.
Hey,
beast,
Shout out
bruh,
to
yo.
that
that's
cameraman on Raw.
that's exactly how it's gonna be.
I would put my fucking paycheck on the fact that Liv Morgan, one of the biggest freaks on the planet, yo. I'm telling y'all, like, it's something about her whole demeanor, bro. Liv, one of them girls that you think you about to
She's
intimidate
that
her,
quiet girl,
and
but
she
she
lets that
out in
shit
the
happen, so she
bedroom,
get
it's
flipping
it's
on you,
not
bro.
quiet. I think
Liv
that's
is a
what
Mhm.
it
beast.
is.
I guarantee you that girl's a beast. I'm taking Liv home, bro. There's no
Okay.
doubt.
That-
But
Liv,
Warren, who would you take home, and who you want to keep, who you want to push, Rhea or Liv?
I'm saying both on Liv. Liv has changed a
Mm,
lot when it
Mhm.
comes
I
to
agree with
character
that. She definitely changed.
thing,
she's a
man.
beast.
Like I remember when we made this comment on your old show, Brian. Like I don't know if Liv or Rhea could come back from what they were. Like it was
Mm.
lost. Like they
Now
were killing both credibilities, everything. Like Liv was just
we
doing this
we
Harley Quinn
we do
impersonation.
gotta
It was nothing. Like
shout out one person though, because I feel like that one person has really sort of helped both of these women, and that's my man Dom Dom though. You
oh,
know,
definitely.
Dom
For
Dom has
sure.
been
Dom
For
literally
is the
sure.
instrumental.
golden egg.
You
He's the
know,
golden
And vice
egg to
versa.
all of
And
this.
vice versa
yeah,
too with that.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
But
they
the
help
thing
they
is,
help them
Liv
too.
didn't need Dom either. That's the funny thing. Like Liv could have done this even without Dom, but what she's doing, it's really good. So I would really say push Liv because Liv is really showing you that she's ready to take that ball. Like in a way, like how Becky used to get overshadowed by Charlotte and Sasha. She's
Mm.
ready to take that chance and get that step. And I think Liv right now has been doing a phenomenal job.
All right, guys. Well,
Man,
that was it.
crazy not
That
choosing
was
Liv. Talk about one night stand. I can't.
so listen, bro. Listen, guys, that was bad choices. I hope you guys enjoy that segment. Like I said, we're gonna have these segments. Yo, listen, I don't care what anybody says. Like I said, I still like the freak shit. These women in WWE are fucking beautiful, bro. So if we in a
Mhm.
room, I like talking about it. I don't care. Like, some people be trying to shy away from acting like they ain't, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have more of those. So if you guys enjoyed that, please feel free to jump into the comments and give y'all Bridget. Thank you so much for jumping in. Bridget is listen, Bridget, check us. She'll be on with us tonight on STR. We're talking about some more stuff. I think we got a guest tonight. But check it out, guys. We're about to wrap it up tonight. I have another segment I'm gonna do. But before we do that, we definitely got to stay true to the show because I know you guys enjoy this segment as well. And we're going to go into the dad rant.
All dads.
That's
Yes,
sad where
That's
the
my
kid
son
bouncing
bouncing up.
on the dad's face.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
that's
he
my
comes
son right
through.
there. Yeah,
That's
that's my son all the
the
way,
Annabelle,
man.
bro.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Good shit, y'all.
Get up
Yo,
on the
listen,
bed and just start jumping up and down. I'm like, come on, man. You just rah, 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 rah.
gotta do it. Gotta do it. So, guys,
Ah,
I figured that dad rant. I'm trying to reinvent over here a little bit. I keep repeating it. I'm trying to let y'all know if y'all watching at home, and we're trying to reinvent a little bit of the show. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. I figure for the dad rant, where we on commission on the line. I'm probably gonna ask you guys a series of questions, and we're gonna kind of go into how dads kind of react in these situations or whatever. So I don't have too many tonight, because I didn't really get it together like I want to, but we'll have more next time. But all right, so just to get a feel in the house. First question: who does the cooking in the house? Is it the dad or is it the mom? Let's start with Warren. Who's cooking? Or who's more likely to cook? Let's put it that way. Who's cooking in the house?
Me. I mean,
Yeah.
now that based off of my job transition and stuff like that, it's more her now, but it used to be fully me.
Fully you. And what you was making? You was making or what you doing
I
toast,
mean, bro,
egg sandwiches?
chicken, rice. I would always try to have well, I call it protein, then you get your carbs and stuff like that. So I'd do like a one veggie, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. So it was just a range, a couple of things.
Okay. Dre, how about you, bro? In the house, who cooking, yo?
mom, she more likely to cook.
Mom's usually cooking. If dad's
Yeah.
got to throw down, what's dad putting together? If mom's like, listen, I ain't doing nothing, what's dad putting together? That you gonna kill that shit.
Let's see what I'm gonna cook.
You can't say no
I probably,
noodles or no shit like that.
I probably was hitting tacos though.
Some tacos?
I probably tacos though.
All right, tacos is pretty good. Tacos is all right. What you throwing on them? You got some just the meat with the seasoning and shit.
The meat, the seasoning. Of course, you know she like the lettuce and the red peppers and all that. The sour cream. Gotta have the sour cream on it. Gotta have the mild sauce. All that. So
yo,
yeah,
let me put y'all on game real quick with tacos, yo. I don't know if anybody know this, but check this out. Do this shit for the rest of y'all lives. Instead of just doing like, you know, especially when you get hard tacos, you can't stand up and shit like that or whatever.
Yeah,
Take the tomatoes, the cheese, the lettuce, and like even the sauce and shit like that or whatever, and mix that shit in a bowl with the sour cream.
I saw something on TikTok about it.
Mix that shit up on your stuff, bro. It don't move. It all stays together, and it's all one bite. That shit is good, bro.
Have y'all tried it with like? Are y'all more tacos or a taco salad person?
No, I'm tacos, bro.
Tacos,
burritos. I'm
Nachos
having
I like the burrito. Yeah, the burritos too. Yeah.
Burritos is my go-to nowadays. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a big taco person, but here's the funny thing: I don't like going out to eat Mexican food. I love eating tacos and stuff from home. It just feels so much more to me. I hate that wet taste, all that crap. So at home tacos, and I mean, obviously, people might feel a little weird with me, but I use ground turkey and stuff like that. And
that's all I use. All I use is ground turkey. I don't use ground beef or anything.
She done got me using the ground turkey at first. I was
I'm telling you, you don't really taste the difference. It's just the name, and it makes you feel weird. But bro, it's good, so much better. So
it's healthier for you. Yeah, it's less oily. I love ground. I've been using ground turkeys and spaghetti, all that shit.
Yeah,
we do it in hamburger helpers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
because my parents used to be like, "Why are you using that? Like that sounds disgusting." I cooked it one time for them. They didn't even notice it. And they're like, "What is that meat? Like that's really good." I said, "That's ground turkey." Like you just get a different taste with it, and it's so much better, man. In all many different ways.
Shit, if you make it right, you can't even tell the difference. To be honest,
you usually can't tell the difference. I mean, unless you. I mean, I'm the cook of the house. Like,
it's just the name. That's what it is. It's just the name.
I've always been like the person who enjoys cooking and shit like that or whatever. I like to make different things. And when I tell y'all, like, I was shocked y'all motherfuckers like how much I could really cook. Like I cook really fucking well. But if I had to make a go-to meal, like one of the biggest things I know to cook, I'd kill a bowl. Some chili, yo.
I don't know, man. For me, I have too much. I have too much anxiety trying to, get on the stove and
fuck around.
Man, fuck around, turn around and hit the pot. Now it's on my leg and shit. Now I'm stuck in the chair. Now I gotta jump out the chair because my leg burning and shit. Oh, but I had that shit in my mind too many times.
Have you ever had that happen? Have you ever had that happen?
No. But here go, babe. She be like, well, you gotta get over your fears and shit like that. I know, but just goodness, boy,
that just about Dre don't want to come to Florida because he said he opened the door and see an alligator.
Listen, bro, I don't blame you on that shit.
Yeah, nigga.
Alligators is your neighbors.
Yeah, wake the fuck up, an alligator in the fucking living room with me. Oh, hell no.
And a shark.
No.
At you?
Open up the toilet and the snake just in the toilet bowl. Oh, fuck.
Nah, I'm good. I'll live in fucking Alaska before I live in Florida. Give me the cold and the snow and shit.
Too much anxiety for me, man. I just feel like let me calm down.
But yeah, man. I mean, I wanted to also ask, like, let's just bring it up because I didn't bring any questions this week. Next week I'm gonna have some questions. But next time
I'll have some questions. I love when we have like big events. That's the thing. My thing on cooking standpoint, I love making like the appetizers. Like, like
easy shit, meatballs, and
not necessarily the easy stuff, because that's when you really get to try things out and range out and see what works and what doesn't. Like, you can have some of the crescent rolls, put pizza sauce on it and make it like pizza bites and stuff. My kids love that stuff.
That's good. Yeah, that's really good.
Actually, I shunned it for a little bit, man, but I made at home hot pockets
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah,
so
they way
much
better.
better
They
than the
way better
packaged
than
stuff.
that package shit.
So
Yeah.
much better than the
That
packaged
frozen
stuff,
shit is
bro.
not good, bro. That frozen shit is not
Oh,
good.
and
All
it's
right.
sad now that we're realizing this, but it's like, damn, man, if I could have just been making this stuff at home for the longest time, like,
Yeah. It takes more work though. You're making dishes and all that shit, but
I
it's
mean,
better.
yeah. A lot of
But all
people
right,
dread, oh,
I
you
want to
gotta
ask
do
y'all.
dishes, you gotta do shit like that. So I think that's what hurts when you
All right,
want
here's gonna be
to.
the last question, and I think we're gonna kind of just wrap it up. I'm not gonna. I got a game that we're gonna play next time. We're on Commission on the Line. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be maybe we'll squeeze one in. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to ask y'all. This is gonna be a little bit more time consuming, but everybody, I want everybody to go around the room so we can vent because it is called a rant. Name one thing that this week that's happened with your kids or with your wife. Let's put it that way. Name one thing that got on your nerves, and it got to be real with your kids or your wife. And then let's
I
rant.
go first. Little man.
Dre was like me,
Dre
motherfucker.
said,
He been waiting
Yeah,
for that question his whole life.
Mine goes
Yeah,
behind
I
you
go first, man,
Dre,
because
before you
little
say
man,
it.
he too, and he start throwing shit, man, and
Oh,
he had take the phone, man, run off and try to run off in the corner and shit, and be like, "Yo, give me the phone, give me the phone, give me the phone." Just like his mother said, then he want to
yep.
throw it and shit like that, and I'm like, bro, so I'm trying to hold it together, obviously be super dad, be dad and shit like that. Hey, give me the goddamn phone, and him want to climb up under the table and shit like that, and of course he throwing the phone and mommy. I'm like, it's sort of the conversation we was having last time. It's like,
Yeah.
just you gotta put your foot down at certain point. Yeah, you ain't hurting them. You just letting them know and shit like that.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
For
that
real.
part right there is that just don't want to listen and shit like that. Was just throwing the phone. I was like, okay, yeah, we had a long day. It's time to chill your ass out right now, though.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, that
That shit
2-year-old
gets
stage
annoying
where,
sometimes, bro. It gets
yeah,
it gets to a point
Really
where
does.
it's just
and
a
then
need for
then
kids, and I feel
then
like that's what pisses me
then
off.
then he'd take something that belongs to me, and then I'd be like, give it to me. Then he'd go give it to his mother, and I'd be like, no, 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 no,
Play
don't get it
sides.
from him.
Yep,
Don't
yep.
take it from him. Turn him around, turn his ass around back, come back and give it to him. Give it to me.
Mhm.
So nah, like that's one thing
Does
that be
she
pissing me
defend him
off.
at all? Does she defend him at all?
Sometimes, more often than not, sometimes it'd be,
Yeah,
she'd just take
and
it, but
and
I
it caused
prefer
a
him
big ass
no,
argument
give
at
it back
times.
to him
Yep,
and then turn his ass around and bring it back here. But yeah,
Right.
yeah,
yep.
that's
See,
one
I
of them.
love how you said
I
that
learned that
because
shit.
my daughter will do this shit where she'll see me play the Xbox or watch something like when I was watching Cobra Kai. She'll come in here, take my Xbox controller, and say, "I want to play Xbox."
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Go
And then
sit your ass
Samantha,
down.
aka my wife, will sit there and go, "Babe, she wants to play Xbox." I said, "Screw that. I was watching something." Like
Hell
that
no.
joke gets on my
See,
nerves, bro.
that's why we
Mm.
got like little separate Joe. Like in this room, when he get a little older, more than like it's gonna be his room. But that's why I come in here and do my little thing because he got the TV. He either want to watch Miss Monica, Bluey, Mickey Mouse. So you got the TV out there all day long, dog, until it's time to go to sleep, bro. But
That's right.
up in here, you ain't about to be changing the TV, dog. You want to watch?
Yeah,
Nah,
the
Go out there and watch. And
phones.
half the time you don't even want to watch it. You just want to. It just be on. Just be
Just be on.
loud
Yeah,
as shit in the
they
background.
just had to have it on. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't even deny. I'm the same way. I'm one of them people where the TV
Oh,
has to be on.
my
Like, even
daughter
when I
will
go to
literally
sleep, I
just be on
need TV on,
Snapchat
yo.
and she'll just play with the filter. She won't take a picture or anything. She just likes the filters.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah. My
she'll do
daughter
on
does
the
that
phone.
shit too.
Like
All right,
that's
Warren.
it.
What's something that happened this week with your kids, bro? Any just name an event, a specific event.
All
We
right.
ran about it.
So I talked about this behind the scenes with y'all last week.
Mhm.
This one hurt because obviously it just popped up on Facebook what I did last year around this time. We were in the hospital with my son, based off of him having his spinal infusion surgery. And we
Right.
spent X amount of time in that hospital with him. He was in there for almost 5 months, and just got out before Christmas. Um, I get my son 4 times a year, and I'm gonna sit here and address it right now. I get 50-50 with his mom, but his mom does live 8 hours away. She lives a little bit further than where Brian lives, and that's a heck of a drive from Jacksonville, Florida. Um, my son Obviously, him being 12 and stuff like that, it's been a different adaptation to me is when he randomly FaceTimed me because I get the main holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that, 4 times a year. And my son called me and he was just like telling me, "Hey, I want to go to this." Okay, tell your mom, hey, go, have fun. I didn't know nothing in my mind is thinking that it's going to overshadow the time he's supposed to be with me. And it hit me a lot different because one, my son being special needs, my son being cared as much as we have done, I just felt betrayed at the same time because obviously, if anybody doesn't know my past, she up and left with him, and I didn't get him for 8 months. I had to take her to court just to get acknowledgement that I could have my kid again. I got punished to being in my kid's life. And it doesn't help him being special needs, and it doesn't help that we've been in and out of hospital since he was 1 years old. So him saying, "Hey, I want to go to this birthday party, I want to do this," it just hurt me because we already had all these plans, we already had all this stuff, and now I got to sit there and tell all the family and go, "Hey, scratch everything that we were just doing, X amount, whatever I just spent, whatever." And it's been tough for me because I felt like I'm not the cool guy anymore because I'm not in my kid's life all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to realize, even with him being special needs, and even I know he loves me, it's not cool to be on the phone with dad anymore because that's all you see in dad is on the phone. You're not seeing this. And I get it. Before someone comments and says, "Why don't you go see him?" I work a certain amount of time.
Nah, yeah. Listen, let me just answer that for you. There ain't no fucking if you live 8 hours away, bro. I mean, I'll be real with you. If you live 4 hours away, if you live anything less than maybe an hour and some change, there's not that much time in the day. There's not that much time in the day, bro. Everybody always feels like they have all the fucking answers. You know how long 8 hours of driving is?
That's a whole day drive.
You can
And
forget
people don't
about it, bro.
realize
Yeah.
that. I have
really
to
is.
spend a whole day to go get my child.
No, that shit crazy.
That's a day taken already. Like if I got a week, that's one day just taking him from where I gotta go and then bring him to home. And then we gotta make a plan where I can bring him back. Or we gotta figure something else on that. Like it always has been something, but it's like when he chose, for the birthday party and stuff, and I'm just sitting, I'm like, it's just struck me really rough. And
Yeah,
I
bro. Well, I hope we
know,
get through that because I can imagine how
bro,
that's
it
definitely
hurt.
gonna be.
Like I'm getting better with it now. And the sad thing is, I haven't talked to him since that day because it's like it struck me, and my family's been hurting with this because I got to realize my daughter's got to be involved in this because that's her brother, and she lives for her brother, and she's just now going to school and stuff like that. Like she's starting to have friends and stuff, but she wants her brother. And it's been tough to tell a 5-year-old, "Hey, your brother's not coming for Thanksgiving. Hey, your nephew's not coming. Mom, your grandson is not chose to be here." And then it's like when we get to the text message battle, and she's sitting there saying, "If he chooses to want to go with you, we'll make that arrangement for you." Now it seems like, oh, if he chooses not to come, all my 4 times a year is going to be taken over, and that's something that I'm really taking time to really.
Well, you'll also have to because at the end of the day, bro, just to I don't know if you know this or not, but you definitely don't have to just sit there and tolerate that. I mean,
No,
I understand this may sound like it kind of sucks a little bit or whatever, but just on a dad rant, like the kids don't control you. Like you are the dad, and the mom, whether or not she's fucking being difficult or whatever, you have methods that you can do so you can see your kid, bro. So if basically she gonna make it on some shit like, oh well, he's 12 and whatever he says goes, because it's probably more beneficial for her to have it that way. So then you have to take your options and say, well,
I
fuck
got to
it,
move her backwards to make myself to get out there. Yeah,
you do no, not that either, bro. Because that's not the fucking that's not the way either. But there are ways that you can, whether you got to be court cases, whatever the fuck you got to do, bro, to figure out how you can get your visitation rights, and that's your rights, not just, oh, this is just an agreement on a handshake deal. I have visitation to see my child. This is my child, and I don't know what the fuck y'all was over here. Oh well, I mean, you don't know if it's being coached. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be a
Mm-hmm.
majority of things. So you
See,
definitely have to make sure
I
that
like how
you're
you
not.
say that, but it's also a worry too. If I do go back in the courtroom, it's worse because, like I said before,
Nah,
my kid being
go
taken
to
away
court,
8 months
nigga.
ago, man. I, I I've said it on podcasts plenty of times. I'm not really scared to say it anymore. We went in the courtroom the first time, and she had no knowledge of daycare, therapy, anything when she up and left for him for 8 months. This is when he was 2 years old.
Hmm.
And we went back to the courtroom because of an event. They said, hey, we can either continue the court case right here, right now, and we'll just be here until 8 o'clock at night, which it was 3 o'clock. It was a big event, so they shut down the town for a parade or whatever. Or we'll have to reopen the case. We'll have to reschedule the case, whatever. And I asked the judge first thing. I said, "Is she allowed to bring anything different to the next case to cover what she didn't have this time?" He said, "No, absolutely not." So when we go to reschedule it, it was a day after my birthday. I'll never forget this. Day after my birthday, I had a feeling that my son's coming home. I had a feeling like she had no proof of any validation or anything. He's coming home with me because I have proof and stuff like that. It didn't go that way. She had proof that she had daycare. She had proof that she had validation, therapies and stuff. But the date was a day before the court
Oh yeah,
case,
I believe it. She
and
you ain't got what she needed.
they took every bit of it,
Yeah.
and it went from the first day, the first court case that I had, to a whole switch the next one. Like it
But
got
that's
to a
still
point where I felt
so
like the
Warren.
judge
That's
was,
you're talking about that's custody, right? That was for
yeah.
custody. Yeah, but this is for
No, this
visitation.
was just
It's a
validation
little
just to have
different.
my kid more. Like this
Yeah.
was the validation to show, hey, you can't go 8 hours away from me, whatever. Like
Oh, listen, listen. That's why I'm in Georgia, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. No lie. That's why I'm
that's
in fucking. That's
I
why I live
mean,
in
that's
fucking
what I
Georgia
think
now.
too, but it's like there's
Yeah.
no security when it comes to where she is compared to
Nah.
what I
I
am
get.
now.
I hope everything works out, bro. Because I know you've been telling us
Because
that
that
for a
junk
long
has
time.
been rough, man. Like I said, man,
Yeah.
and everyone sits there and can say whatever their place is, and I get it. And I'm a pro wrestler. I can take whatever bash you can give me. But it gets to the point. It's like the years are coming, and it's like every time I get my son, he's more taller. When I get him, he talks more. He walks a little bit more differently. He does
Yeah.
these things, and it hurts me because like when I see guys like Dre and them get to see the kids that they get to grow with. Like I have
Yeah.
2 kids, but I've been growing with my daughter. Like I've
Yeah.
seen her from birth. I've seen her through schooling and stuff like that. I didn't get to see that with Matthew, and it hurts me at times. Like when I see people make posts about their kids playing baseball and stuff like that, I'm not getting that. Like I'm
Yeah.
just now experienced something with my daughter doing the dance recital. Like it's still a lot that copes in with me. Like I try to be that person like hey the positive thing, but that shit does still bother me.
Nah.
And then
Yeah. You gotta be real, bro.
when that hit me, I shut down. Like I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I haven't talked to my son since last Tuesday when that happened. And then his mom wasn't making it any better, telling me, "Hey, if he chooses it, we'll make that chance to travel out there or whatever." And she's
Yeah.
like, "I don't understand why you can't come out here and stuff." And I'm like,
Don't worry.
"Dude,
Yeah. Don't
it's
don't don't,
eight
don't stress.
hours. Like
I'm gonna
I can't do anything
we
on
gonna
that
wrap it up though,
scenario."
Warren. Yeah. I completely feel you, bro. It
I
is.
mean, it's good rant.
I
I
know it's
mean,
gotta be
I've
a fucking
always tried to not avoid things, but it's also at the
yeah.
same time, it's like you gotta hit a head on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely. I mean, that's definitely an interesting situation, and I mean, I wish the best for you, bro. I can imagine the toughness of it, but especially as a dad in a dad rant right now, like it is something that just try your best to get whatever you can, on your side. It's going to be hard, obviously, but
And I just want to say one thing too, though, like because I couldn't imagine that shit though, like just being away from your kid, just you're around your daughter, so just make the best memories you can with her,
absolutely,
and then when you able to see your son, just make it the best, like just do
no,
some shit that's fun, like I know that shit suck, gotta suck, but obviously, like you said, you've been more of a girl dad than you know, a boy dad or
Boy
whatever.
dad,
So like, yeah, so just rock out with her, rock out with her. You know, just whatever it is, just rock out with her. And when when your son get older, just explain it to him. He understand. You know, like it
He'll
ain't your
definitely
fault.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll
you know,
definitely
like yeah,
understand.
ain't your
And and,
fault.
and also just understand that part too, because I'm about to tell you my dad rant real quick. We're gonna do it real quick. But yeah, when these kids get older, bro, they're a different beast, yo. They're different beasts. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because one of the things that I got going on right now, like I tell you guys all the time, but one of the things that I can say, we did a lot this week. I told you guys that my wife's mom, she had passed away from cancer and stuff. And we had went this weekend to this is my first time since I've been with my wife. My wife has a crazy history with her family on her mom's side. And it's because of shit that's happened when she was younger and stuff like that. So I've been with her for 7 years. I've never met her biological mom until recently. And that side of the family, her husband, all this shit or whatever. So I just had the weekend where I just met all of them. I met all of them, met everybody that was there. We had the funeral. It was a really nice funeral and stuff like that or whatever. But their family are like they're kind of opposite, so it's been kind of different to adjust to. Um, and that was an interesting time, man. It was just interesting, kind of like knowing this whole other perspective of my wife that somebody who created her that I never have seen before, and I've heard all these stories and just crazy shit and stuff like that or whatever. But very interesting, very interesting. But also got to meet my stepdaughter's father for the first time. And like I said, a lot of interesting stories and stuff like that. So it was kind of awkward, whatever, because I am kind of rough, bro. I'm really aggressive, but I know how to talk. Like I try to be polite. I usually do a lot of like humor and levity. 'Cause I don't want to come off too brazen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that motherfucker that's like, stone cold, like, yo, what the fuck, bro? What's up? Like, because it comes off wrong, you feel me? But I wanted to talk to this guy, for this time because just I've been raising his daughter, man. I've been raising his daughter, and it's not too much from him, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just like he was real cool, man. Like, I've heard stories and different problems and stuff like that. You're always gonna hear problems and you're always gonna hear shit. I like to try to
That's
judge for
fine, yeah.
myself. You know what I mean? But it's like he was real cool. Like, I didn't take it like, I took it with a grain of salt. It's like, I don't really know you, guy. Like, of course you're gonna be cool, like in these fucking 10 minutes of us talking. But we had a good conversation, and I kind of just let him know, like, yo, I'm not one of them dudes that's like, no, yeah, I'm daddy. Like, call me daddy. I'll never be that dude, yo. I don't even I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not that I don't respect people who do that, but I don't respect people who do that against the kid's will. Like, if you're gonna try to make a child call you dad, like just because you represent that figure in the household, I just don't agree with that shit. I feel like that should be completely up to the child's decision. If the mom and the dad was together, they had the child, and that's your dad, it just didn't work out, and then she got a new man, or the vice versa, new wife, whatever. No, I'm mommy. You're gonna call me mom. That's fucking bananas to me. My daughter. I call her my daughter to this day, but she calls me awesome sauce. She called me awesome sauce when she first met me because I said something. I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome sauce," and she called me awesome sauce ever since she was 6 years old.
Like that.
And
My son
I've never made.
calls Samantha Mama Mantha, and that used to be an issue with
Yeah.
my kid's mom because she's like, "Oh, you're over there having her call her mommy." I'm like, "No, he called her Mama Mantha because he could never say Samantha. He would always say Mantha." And he said it at the hospital one time because she took him to a hospital because of him having trouble breathing. Like, I give everything when it comes to talking about my wife now because she did not have to do these things that she put herself into. Like,
Yeah.
for her, I mean, I brought a lot of baggage before me and her started dating. I have a special needs son. A lot of people could say what they want on that. That takes a lot of patience.
Oh yeah.
Like, my kid, he doesn't adapt as fast as everyone. My son wasn't walking until he was like almost 6, fully walking. Like, it's a lot because you're having to carry this big kid around because he can't walk and stuff like that. She did all of this and more. Like,
That's awesome.
it's just, and I like how you said, had that conversation with her dad and stuff like that. I've witnessed my son call his other stepdad dad before. And I've witnessed
Is it
some
by
of the
choice
things.
or is it by somebody like telling him to do it?
I don't know if it was by choice or anything. And this is the thing when it comes with my son. It's just like he's he does things and he doesn't realize what he's doing. Like one time I saw on the FaceTime chat, he'll call guy such and such his real name. And then there was one time when he was on the phone with his mom, and then his mom and him were on it. He called him daddy. And I saw it. And there was some things I'm just like, all right.
Yo,
whatever.
daddy is one of those things that if your kid, I'm sorry, listen, this is a little bit of we get ready to wrap it. I know Dre hungry as fuck. I'm about
I sure am though, but
I know,
yo,
we about to wrap this shit up, bro. I know, but this is a good topic. We might have.
It is.
But anybody calling, it's something about like your kid. Like if you call somebody else dad, it'll still fuck with me. But you call him daddy, nah, I don't know. My son called my son. Listen, my son, no, I don't think my son will ever fucking even step to that level. Like call another nigga daddy, and I hear it. Nah, fuck that. I'm fighting like immediately. Who the fuck? Who is that? Oh, that's daddy. That's daddy. Like that's daddy. Okay, where that nigga at? Let's fight right now.
Bro,
fighting over that.
It gets you that feel sometimes because you don't want to look at it as a real bad perspective, but it already is clicking in there. It's like, oh, I never wanted my son to call such and such this.
Yeah.
Like what is really going behind that scenario? Like you sit there and it puts you in a dark path. And I sit here and I praise myself at sometimes for this because people kill themselves over some stuff that's going on with this stuff.
Shit,
like,
over a lot less.
Yourself as like a damn failure. You look at it as I have a kid, but I don't have my kid. Like it's like you're a part-time dad, and it could really harm you at times. So
yeah, you're right, bro.
I mean,
Warren, we definitely hope the best for you, bro. I know that's got to be a challenging situation, and I'll tell you what we could do is, if you want, like, I would definitely love. I know I said this before. I didn't put the show together, but yo, if y'all ain't doing anything on Sunday, if y'all want to jump in on live in the line, I think this is a good topic for it. I was actually going to talk about something like this because of my weekend that I just had, as well as work relationships. So it's going to be a really good live in the line this weekend. But guys, listen, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for this little like kind of experimental. It went a little longer, but I'm going to pack it in, and this is going to be live on the line. I'm sorry, not live on the line. It's going to be commissioned on the line when we do commissions on the B line here. But hey, Warren, Dre, guys got anything in closing?
Hey man, I got an episode coming out Friday. We got with an independent pro wrestler, trainer of the WWN. If anybody doesn't know, that's a big wrestling promotion outside Port St. Lucie, Florida. We've got a big event coming up next Saturday in Williston, Florida. I'm headlining. This is my first main event since I've came back in pro wrestling. I'm going against a guy that literally is probably going to be signed by WWE in like the next 2 months. I know he's on the he's on the ID list right now, so definitely preparing for that. But yeah, man, I'll have commission next week. I promised them. I mean, my bad on everything on that, but
hey, I'm glad you did it. They gave me a chance to put this together. I'll be real.
We got Thanksgiving coming up next weekend. College football is doing well. Jaguars, I don't even know what the fuck to say anymore about that. But hey, got a big week coming up.
Dre, what you got?
That's what's up, man. New episode of the podcast show is back and it's out with my girl, the inspirational treasure. Really dope episode, man. Other than that, man, yeah, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, man. Birthday next Saturday too, same day as Survivor Series. So trying to figure out what I'm gonna do too. Other than that, just
is Survivor Series Saturday or is it next Saturday?
It's next Saturday. Next Saturday. Yeah, November 30th though, 11:30. So we're gonna figure it out. Though. But yo, this is definitely, I love this format. How we did this though. This was dope.
Yeah. So I'm glad y'all like it, man. Definitely glad y'all like it. We're gonna be talking tonight, guys. Of course, like I said, shout out to Bridget for jumping in the comments, as well as Slim. Slim was in the comments as well. Slim be
shout out to Slim, bro. He gonna be a daddy soon too.
Slim's gonna be a daddy. He's gonna be in a dad rant. Man,
write down all the notes, bro. Just get all these rants out now. Get ready to get prepared. Sleep, all that. Work it all.
STR, straight through the roast wrestle talk is definitely tonight, 9:00 p.m. Eastern time, and we're gonna do some things different on there. I think we got a guest. If we don't, then we're just gonna be talking at our wrestling. I am Brian B. We will be back tomorrow for the check us out on the Beeline Entertainment. Me and my boy Kyle Eric. We're gonna be talking about some conspiracy theories and these aliens and all this shit going on. We're gonna be matching them to movies, and we're gonna do it. It's gonna be a really, really, really interesting show. I really want to thank you guys also because I just came back with Entertainment Show. It's like the first episode, and I think that episode did like 500 fucking people watched it. So I don't know if we're doing something right over there, but I really appreciate you guys, the love and the support, as well as Commission, as well as STR, as well as the web show, as well as Live on the Line. Yo, we back at it. I feel great, man. I love you guys so much, man, and I can't wait for you guys to see what else we got coming. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. And of course, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, and we'll see you next week on Warren Show with Commission. Peace out, y'all. Have a great night.
All right, man.